Hello viewers of the National Television, welcome to this English News Edition. I'm Fabien Nyonizigi here at Top Stories. The Director General of Regideso assures power outages in Bujumbura, capital city, related to the connection work will end no later than August 14. And the University of Burundi's Kiriri campus swimming pool, once open to the public, is now reserved only for students of the Institute of Physical Education and Sports for purely educational purposes. Welcome once more. Those are the headline details now. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in collaboration with the Apostolic Nuncio to Burundi, announced the arrival this Tuesday of Vatican Secretary of the State, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, representative of Pope Leo XIV. His official visit will continue until August 18. The program includes a meeting with President Evariste Ndayishimiye, as well as the celebration of the masses, several localities, including Mugera, which will be elevated to the rank of basilica. The Director General of Regideso is reassuring the power cuts that have been affecting the city of Bujumbura for several days will end by Thursday, August 14 at the latest. Jean-Albert Manigomba specifies that the situation is linked to the connection work, which is underway at the Rubirizi substation. Let's see Oral Kamkama for more details.
Here we are at the electric station of Rubirizi, a station that will receive the electricity from Kabu 16 Dam, Ruegura, and from Ruzizi 3. The electricity shortcut that has occurred lastly in different areas in the country is due to the activities of repellation that are being done by Regideso, among which pylons construction that will gather electricity and distribute it in different areas. Jean-Albert Manigomba, General Director of Regideso, reassures the population that from now on until 14th of August, those activities of repellation will be done. He added again that after those repellation activities, the electricity distribution will be better than before.
As I said, the University of Burundi's Kiriri campus swimming pool, once open to the public, is now reserved only for students of the Institute of Physical Education and Sports for purely educational purposes. According to the Institute's Vice Dean, its operation will soon be introduced to the private investors once the contractual agreement is signed. Marius Mohigwe for more details.
This is the academic swimming pool of Kilili College located at Kilili campus. At the time, the pool was used for its academic purposes but also by other users. Currently, it is temporarily closed to the foreign users, and it is instead used by students from the Institute of Physical Education and Sports for the academic purposes. Celestin Vutsebanga says this closure was due to the conflicts that arose between foreign swimmers and the University of Burundi, while some people died in it. However, negotiations are underway with the private investors for the operation of this pool. Celestin Vutsebanga, the Vice Dean of this institute, said that the private investor will be also obliged to pay insurance fees for swimmers. He also indicates that this institute is recording financial losses following this closure. This pool is the first to have operated in Burundi for several years, more than a half of a century.
And the head of Ruziba, Kota Emelancienne Hatungimana, is calling on residents to carefully verify the legitimacy of a plot of land before any purchase, particularly by consulting the administrative authorities. The goal is to prevent the acquisition of land belonging to others. This warning was issued this first day as the Kanyosha Residential Court was enforcing a judgment opposing the Ruziba parish to several citizens who had erected buildings on its property. Details in this report by Gordien Gato.
This judgment enforced by the Kanyosha Residential Court under case number 1132 of the year 2021, opposed the Ruziba parish to 35 families who had illegally taken possession of a plot of land belonging to the parish and had built houses on it. The Kanyosha Residential Court therefore enforced the ruling by returning the land to Ruziba Parish, which had won the case back in 2021. That same year, the families had been granted a 6-month deadline to vacate the premises. 4 years later, they had still not complied. The head of the Ruziba neighborhood, Emerancine Hatungimana, issued a warning to the public against the hasty purchase of land. She urged them to carefully verify the legitimacy of property ownership before making any acquisition in order to avoid buying disputed land or land belonging to unauthorized third parties. It should be noted that this land dispute involving Ruziba Parish had lasted 18 years. Ultimately, after the judgment, the families concerned accepted the court's decision, gathered their belongings, and left the premises.
And then time for a sports retrospective. This weekend, the National Athletics competition concluded with some impressive performances on the track. Then the CRDB Bank organized the Sports Day, bringing together several disciplines and the enthusiasts. Finally, the 2025 Burundi Super Cup, Flambeau du Centre beat Aigle Noir from Makamba. Evariste Nihuru.
Let's turn to the sports recap of the past week, beginning with the National Athletics competition, which took place at the Olympic Africa Stadium in Kanyosha and has now concluded. This competition brought together both female and male athletes and featured several disciplines, including track events, throwing, and jumping. Athletes competed across a range of distances: 5,000 meters, 3,000 meters, 2,000 meters, and 1,500 meters, 800 meters, 400 meters, 200 meters, and 100 meters, held in Los Angeles, United States of America in 2028. He also announced that starting from the 2025-2026 season, 2 new disciplines will be added: the marathon at 42 kilometers and the half marathon at 21 kilometers. He expressed hope that Federation will soon be able to operate on a well-equipped athletics field with synthetic track. In the same field of athletics, CRDB Bank organized a sports day featuring 2 kilometers and 5 kilometers races. The top 3 finishers in each category, both men and women, will award medals and cash prizes of 1 million Burundian francs, 750,000 and 500,000 respectively. The aim of the event was to raise funds to support vulnerable families. CRDB Bank representatives in Burundi and across the region expressed their gratitude to all those who support the initiative. The governor of Bujumbura province, Aloise Ndaykengurukiye, together with the CRDB director, visited exhibition stands set up by partner associations, commending their commitment of promoting their products. This marks the second time in 2025 that CRDB has organized such an event to support underprivileged families in Burundi. In football, the Ingoma Stadium in Gitega hosted the 2025 Burundi Super Cup. The match pitted Flambeau du Centre for Gitega in blue against Aigle Noir of Makamba in yellow. By half-time, the score was 1-1 in the second half. Both teams demonstrated strong determination. After regular time, that is 90 minutes, the score stood at 2-2. The match was decided by a penalty shootout. Flambeau du Centre emerged victorious with 5 penalties, 2-4. Following the win, hours were disputed. Aigle Noir, as runners-up, received 5 million Burundian francs, while Flambeau du Centre, the winners, walked away with 7.5 million Burundian francs and the trophy.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye. you.